Hello everybody and welcome back to Beyond a Steel Sky. Now, it's been a while, so I'll give you a little bit of an update. Go back and watch my videos if you haven't seen them. This is a sequel to a game that's 30 odd years old. I did play that game. You can catch those videos on my channel. Check them out after this. But right now, we are hunting down a man who should know what's going on in the town, because we're looking for a child that has been taken. We want to get in here. This is a room that will have a map in it. There you go. But we need the aspiration brooch.
I needed a special aspiration brooch to
I
get
needed a
access to the
special
room.
aspiration brooch. So I need that to get in there. Will not let me in. Now, I am new to this city, so I am not going to get an aspirational brooch on my own. But these people here in the middle, they have an aspiration brooch. There you go. This girl, she has one. And he has one too. He's obsessed with Joey. I'm not going to explain who Joey is. Go back and watch my videos. It's a long story. It's a whole game. But basically, he wants a message from Joey. And if I can get them out of this museum, she will give me her brooch. So that's what I'm currently trying to do. Now, I can scan machines and then access their programming. And at the moment, this is the Joey arm. It's calling him over. I tried crazy, and it just wiggles all over the place, and he doesn't like it. So I need to find another one of these nodules that look like this. So we're going to have a little look around. Now, we can only access these things on the side. As you can see, there's the Spangles exhibit. That's Gently. I'm pretty sure Gently was the one that he had in the arm before. That's how it all started. Oh, the water refill station. Yeah. Okay, because we've seen this before with cleaners and things. So I'm assuming it's the cleaner in the bathroom. Actually, I haven't looked in the bathroom. Might have a little look and see if there's anything in there. Excitedly. I'm pretty sure we have tried that as well. Now, the middle one doesn't work. Yeah, the middle one is locked. So I can't physically access that. That's interesting. Haven't come across a locked one before. Let's calmly. Come on, let's have a look at this one. Gently. Okay. So those are no good. Because I'm pretty sure we have tried all of those. Let's go and check in the bathroom. Just see if there's anything in the... Oh, yeah, let's have a look at you. Oh. Aggressively. That's one we haven't tried yet. Now, you might be wondering, I changed it so that it's on the Spangles exhibit, so that I can actually access it outside. Well, let's have a quick look in here. I mean, yes, it would be weird. But you never can tell. Okay, I can't see anything in here. Okay.
Warning, citizen. Cleaning route is active.
Right, so now we need the little one, because we can't make it all the way there. So we've got to basically combine. Can you hear it? It's aggressively shouting. Let's see if this works. I'm sure this is going to work. It's either going to be this, or it's going to be whatever is locked it behind the other one. Oh, did it slap him? Yeah, it did.
But Joey,
Oh, it's
after
swearing.
all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily, I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. let's go get you a nice can of spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best aspiration day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Absolutely perfect. Now, yeah, essentially, again, if you haven't seen any of these videos, or if you just want to catch up, this is the remembrance of what actually happened in the town before it reached how it is now. Whereas this should be the old history exhibit. So in theory, this should discover what happened between the first game and this game.
Welcome to the old history exhibit, young lady.
Oh yeah, because we've got hers. Alright, so now let's find out exactly what they have said happened, and we'll see whether it's real or not.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Oh, hello.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit, until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7. Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
Oh god, he died? Oh, that's interesting.
Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved.
Oh god, didn't realise he died. That's a worry. If ever I've...
The information droid will be with you shortly.
It's the garbage compactor. I can see the garbage compactor.
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
Funny. Okay, now it's one of those arguments. I mean, considering this thing doesn't actually look anything like the fridge in that picture.
Slight recollection?
They stole his mind. Now he wants it back. What happened? Is there someone in this fridge? Why'd the fridge move? Oh my god, there's someone in the fridge.
It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside. A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, now I know that this was from the speakeasy. Let's see a picture of the speakeasy.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
There it is.
Music in Union City used to be restricted to low-life areas only. At one of our long-lost clubs, the St. James Club, citizens could meet to dance and drink. These days, music devices are mostly personalized, and loud music is only permitted in VIP areas or public stages.
I mean, that's a lie. You couldn't get a drink in that place, even if you tried. Plus, this jukebox essentially played the music it thought you would want to hear, and you couldn't actually choose.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap.
Alright, so let's have a look and see what's going on here. I mean, this isn't in the game. It's telling you it's a Gap lander, but in the previous game you never actually go into the Gap. Obviously you come from it.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
But yeah, you never actually go there.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive.
Yeah.
Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
Very funny.
These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though.
Yeah.
Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap.
I mean, considering there are still people in the Gap, that is a surprise. Oh, it's the underground station. Okay, well that's where we're going to get a map from at least. Alright, well let's have a look at the garbage compactor. He is essentially how you can escape the first room in the very first puzzle.
The information droid
Of
will
the
be
first
with you
game.
shortly.
Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
It's so funny. Yeah. This thing allowed us to get in and out of being caught in the first game.
An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps.
It is really funny. I'd never even considered how big they were in the first game. Oh, hold on. Right, now this is how Joey actually turns the robot on.
The droid had an old interface port at the base.
It did. Holographic table display. Okay, so I can access the table display at the moment. But we're carrying on looking. Come on, come round.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This antique map shows the primitive transportation available prior to the installation of the monopod system. Unlike today, travelers often risk delays, confusing journey plans, and the inconvenience of inconsequential chatter. Now, work is just a button press away. What lies beneath Union City? Some talk of giant monsters, tentacle creatures, illicit android laboratories. Beware, spreading these unpatriotic rumors can have serious implications for your kudos rating.
Which is a worry, because it's concerning that they feel like you can't talk about it anymore.
10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link.
This was the original Link.
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link. An experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny.
Yeah.
The information droid
Although
will
technically,
be with you shortly.
it was...
This
Oh, here we go.
organism found in the depths of the old city remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was at one time theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was in fact a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Lil Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
I mean, yeah, this shouldn't be here. My question is how they got hold of it, because technically, at the end of the last game, Joey sits in the chair, and then it kind of flashes forward to where they've cleaned the whole room out. So you would have thought that this should have been thrown away. I can kind of understand why they would have hidden the truth. I get it. What we got? Oh, so we can do Joey's speak, which is just play, so that's no good. And we have the map. Union City map. Okay. Right, let's turn that off for now.
The information droid will be
This
with
is
you
new. I don't know what
shortly.
this is.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not the best. And it's one of those things that it's just funny that that's the case.
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
So I really want to get that working. Okay, so we can see both. See, I can move this. So I've got to put something else there. Okay. Can I reach that? No. Okay. Alright, so we'll stop that for now. Let's keep going round. This episode is probably just going to be me looking at remnants of the old game. Oh, I love the old game so much.
The old link terminal had long since stopped working.
Yeah, it stopped because you can't access it. But you can access the robot that's there. What has he got? Announce exhibit information. That's interesting. So I could move Joey's voice onto the robot. Ah, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
The information droid will be with you
Union
shortly.
City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
Because my question is, if that is Joey's original chip, then in theory that is Joey. Because that's all we ever had to start with, was that chip, and we had Joey in that chip. So if we put the chip into there, will that not then just be Joey, in theory? This poor man, we never knew what happened.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction.
The
Yeah,
information
he
droid
died.
will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
I mean, that makes sense. Okay, and that's everything except the map. So let's have a little look.
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
Alright, let's see if we can...
A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table.
Right. Let's just have a quick look as well. What do we have? So we've got a crowbar. That's the scanner we're using that's letting us access the other computer bits. And that's the aspiration brooch, I feel like. So can I...
Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
Because I can probably use the crowbar to open that panel, or to let whatever's in that fridge. But let's first of all see if we can get Joey talking. Oh no, sorry, put that away first.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey.
Oh.
Many disciples of the Savior
I think we might
hold
have to
this
let
board up
finish.
as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
And then we can push it again. See if there's any
The
difference.
information droid will be with you shortly.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
Right, so he needs me to get him out of there. Now I do have... Oh, hold on.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
Oh, okay, they literally ripped it out. I mean, he did say crowbar.
There were too many people watching to just smash the glass.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can open... See, there's a few things we can look at. Right, what we got? Okay. So these pink buttons only request the robot. We can't do anything with them at all. That's literally all they have. I don't know I'm going to be able to do anything like that, to be honest. There is an interface port there. Now I can already see that I might have to put his chip into this thing. Possibly. Now he didn't want to go in the transporter robot last time, so that'll be something that's interesting. I'm just making sure that there is nothing else. I've got to open this. Tell you what, we haven't spoken to this man yet. Let's talk to him.
Excuse me?
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-Curie officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
Why has the fridge got a lock on it?
Do I look like an information robot? All I know is that it's locked.
It sounds like there's something alive in there.
I once heard about a terrible creature with big red eyes and a long tail, living in the darkness, waiting.
I hope it's not one of those. What exactly is this exhibit?
What is the exhibit, he asks. Joey, give me strength. This is the old history exhibit. The definitive collection of Union City artifacts. Courtesy of our illustrious benefactor, Mrs. Piermont herself.
It just looks like a load of old junk from the old regime.
Junk? No. Old regime? Yes. In the days before our savior took control.
Is there some way to make that map show a specific location?
Come now, sir. This is not a child's toy room. That map table is for observation, not human interaction.
Well, is there anything else around here that could help me?
Sir, this special collection is for esteemed social climbers. Urban geographical hobbyists need to look elsewhere.
Looks like that Joey Speaks attraction is working again.
I am well aware, son. I thought I made sure that it could never work again.
It's fixed. Is that such a bad thing?
Yes, that's what I mean, son. It's not supposed to talk. I shut him up years ago, and for good reason.
Alright, well that's weird that he said that and I said there's nothing I can actually say in response to that.
Quietly.
But yes, I clearly, I'm going to have to open this fridge. Whatever is in there will come out, which will hopefully scare everyone off. Then I can crowbar the device to get Joey out. I might even be able to mess with that panel, which will then allow me to change this. To allow me to actually see the specific parts that I want to see. Alright, who's this? See, I can't speak to any of the people. Alright, let's go and let's try one thing, and then that might be where I leave it for today. We've met Joey, so it makes you wonder, because out here they talk about how, in fact I can play it now. Thank you. It was Joey Station 4, I think.
Union City wishes all citizens. In the Savior's name, the council
No.
formed the 5 ministries.
It was this one. It was this one. It was this one. Don't look at the text. Don't look at the text. No, don't look at the text. I'm just going to keep going. No, get dizzy. There we go. Okay, because now we can't see it. It's that one over there.
City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
What I want to do now is I want to change this around. I want the robot to be aggressive.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted.
Union City wishes all
Savior Joey leashed the oppressor Link to serve and protect the people, and founded the council to restore the rule of democracy. Then, his work complete, he departed the city to spread his wisdom to the savage peoples of the world.
Now that's a worry for me, because Link was bad. And if you've programmed it to work for us, that's never going to work for us.
Welcome to the old history exhibit, young lady.
So it feels like that he got overthrown, and they've hidden his voice box down here. They've hidden him because he is that chip. So that is actually Joey, and they've just taken control again by the look of it.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Okay. Let's open this.
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
Silly me. I dropped something by this machine.
Sure you did. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to enjoying the exhibit? Quietly. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just can't get enough of old history.
Okay. So he's not gonna... So that's what I need to do.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Sorry.
I didn't want to be berated by the guard again. I needed to find a way to distract him.
And that's better than me saying it. So there you go. So I need to distract him. Now, I feel like maybe the music would be a way to distract
That old
him.
stuff was always the best.
But I can't actually access that. There's very little else in here. I need to distract him. But the only real things I can access is this interface panel.
The droid had an old interface port at the base.
So I have a feeling I can probably do something there, maybe. What happens if I call the robot over here?
The
Will it just...
information droid will be with you
Will
shortly.
it just always call Joey now?
No, stop! Stop this noise at once!
Ah, ha, 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 ha. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, it's a rat.
Not this disrespectful noise. Quiet down! What's the meaning of this? Nonsense. There's no... Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey.
And all of that in the next episode. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Retro Weekend. So even though this game is relatively new, this is still Retro Weekend. And check out tomorrow, because I am bringing back Amiga Heaven. It's been on hiatus for a little while until I could work out what to do. So that's coming back tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you again next time.